It's in the game.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts on Thursday night primetime. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go from Indianapolis. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
This is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
At the 43-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They go right back to Taylor. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. Here's 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Shotgun now for Jones. On the run to the right. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Taylor. Boom! And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He's to the 10, and he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indy. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
His kick is good. Makes the score Colts 7, Titans nothing. Spencer Schrader to kick off for Louisiana.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Timray DK now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Again, it's Pollard. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Here's Downs to return. The Colts offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Kevin Winston there defensively.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Motion, TT. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lion. Come 19, come 19.
Gun, it's Jones. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing now is Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him, will wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
1st and more at the 8-yard line.
So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's Jones to throw. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Josh Downs.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal.
2nd and goal.
7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19, hut, hut.
Now Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
5-yard loss sets up third down and goal.
Jones now on third and goal. A short pass taken in by Warren.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. He's got a man here. That's Eric Iomatter. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, here's Pollard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 15 on that game. First down for Tennessee. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard
Play fake now, Ward to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And good running on the return. That'll help him out. Has the ball right around the 45-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Get up!
They'll go again here with Taylor. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Gain on the play brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 10.
Here we go, set! 19, go!
Throwing, Jones. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
Taylor
line.
gets it out of the pistol. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Jones. That one complete to Pierce. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, Jones. Forced out wide. Throw on the run is complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. So, on fourth down, Spencer Schrader is on for the Colts field goal. No issues there. This one is good. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Titans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chimdike that time, and it'll lead to a second down. Out of the gun, Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Come on.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Jones. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Go! Cougar 19! Go!
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
At the 38-yard
A give, running right, it's Taylor. Finding room across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Hawks.
Back to throw is Jones. Escaping to his left. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Jones keeping this one. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
taken down back at the 49-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
For the Colts field goal. A 53-yard
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. To throw is Ward, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Ward now on 3rd down. Going for it all. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Titans sending out their punch. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. To throw is Jones. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
He's a gain of a yard. And it's
Now it's Ward. Moving left. We'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Take the handoff. Now Ward. That one taken in. Alec Iomanner. Touchdown Titans.
Okay, great.
Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here, this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
19 Tiger.
To throw, it's Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Shotgun now for Jones. That one out wide to Abdullah. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. From the gun on third down, Jones. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jones to the air again. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete, and he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6 at the Titans' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 6.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Again, it's Jones. Flush to his right, taking off, and he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2. Here's a third down and 4. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's out of bounds. It would be a first down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Gun, it's Jones. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Schrader on for the Colts field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Ward. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, we're only 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Trader now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Throwing, Ward. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Play action now. It's Jones. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one. Back to throw is Ward. Complete Ridley on the reception. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
But it's 3rd down.
Ward gonna throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. Complete to Heilman. And he's gonna have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They give to Pollard on the option. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play. It's
throwing on 3rd down. Ward. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Here we go, set. Up, 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Jones now on first down. Headed left, buying time. And that is incomplete.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready?
Now a play fake. Jones. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Jones. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Rick, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play call has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. No problem there on the extra point, and the Colts are going to extend their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 70.
Out of the gun, Ward to the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.
in the game.